Hi, Year 10. So we're going to start our straight line graphs topic today, okay? We're going to take it quite slowly because I think it's a very important topic, and it can be tricky enough. Now, I just want to warn you, I'm probably going to give you your Unit 4 test at the start of next week, okay? So just letting you know that now so that I don't like surprise attack you with it or anything, okay? Now, yeah, as I say, starting straight line graphs, we're only going to do a little bit at a time, and remember to ask me for help if you don't understand, right? That is so important. I really want you to know what's going on here. I don't want you just to be able to follow a set of instructions blindly. I want you to understand what you're doing and why, okay? Now, just before we start into our notes, I've just drawn a random graph here, okay? Made it up. Now, one thing that I think that people don't understand an awful lot is the equation of a line and what it means. So remember, this is our y-axis and this is our x-axis. Okay, hopefully everyone knows that. And anytime we have a straight line drawn, it will have an equation. So this equation is like the rule for this line. So y equals 2x plus 3. Now, all that means is that if I pick any point on this line, right, if I pick this point and I look at the corresponding x coordinate and y coordinates, right, if I was to take the value of this x coordinate here, multiply it by 2 and add 3, it would give me this y coordinate. And that's what I mean by that is the rule for this line. No matter what point we picked on the line, if you take the x coordinate of the point, multiply it by 2 and then add 3, it'll give you the y coordinate. Okay, so that's something that I am very keen for you to know and to keep remembering the whole way through this. So the work we're going to be doing today just is like getting, and it's actually much more straightforward equations than this, but getting equations like this, being given the x coordinate and then figuring out the corresponding y coordinate. That's all we're going to be doing today, and you'll have like tables of values that you have to do. After that, so tomorrow we will do that again, but then go on to plot the graphs as well. So let's look at our notes. Okay, so open your notes at page 50, please. Right. So in the work today, you're going to be given an equation of a line like that one I was just showing you, and then being asked to generate either x or y coordinates. You'll be given one and you have to generate the other one. So to find the coordinates of a point of a line, when given one of the coordinates, we need to substitute the given coordinate into the equation. That sounds way fancier than it actually is, okay? Now, there's 3 steps to do this. Write out the equation, substitute in the values, and then solve for the unknown. So let's look at these examples here. So find the y coordinates of points on the line. Y equals 8x. So this is the equation of the line, like I was talking about earlier. And then it's given us the x coordinates. So it's told us here that x is 7, and we have to find what the y coordinate is. So always start by writing out your equation. So y equals minus 8x. And then we've been told the x coordinate is 7. So just like in algebra, just replace it. So y equals minus 8 multiplied by 7. Now, my habit is to write that like that. If you don't like that, that's fine. You can write y equals minus 8 multiplied by 7. Honestly, go with whichever you prefer. Okay, so that is minus 56. So this tells me that our coordinates here, or that a set of coordinates on this line is 7 minus 56. Right? Let's do the same for the minus 3. So y equals minus 8x. Y equals minus 8 multiplied by minus 3, or you can write it. So 8 times 3 gives me 24. Minus multiplied by minus gives me a positive, so I don't need to write the positive in. So again, that tells me my set of coordinates here are minus 3, 24. Okay, now after you've done example 1 and you filled that in there, then see if you look on page 51, this is your exercise for today. Now there's not enough room here to do all your working out, so see these stages of the working out here where you're filling it in, just do that in your class workbook, but then you can fill in your answers here. So in question 1, it's given you the x coordinate and you have to find the corresponding y coordinate, and then it asks you to do the coordinates. So here you've been given the x, you're finding the y, and then we give the coordinates. Same thing but just laid out differently. Now this one's super easy, so sometimes that makes it more confusing, if you know what I mean. So y equals x, so whatever the x coordinate is, the y coordinate is, so you'll get that one done in no time. Then question 2, you have to find the y coordinates of the points in the line y equals minus x. So if x is 2, y is minus 2, and so on. So these two are actually easier than the example we've just done. Now, question 3 here, and no, I tell a lie. Question 3 we'll leave for now, but question 4 is like that first example, so do it. I will list this all in the assignment as well, but if you just follow along this video and pause when needs be, you'll be grand. So question 4, find the y coordinates of the points in the line y equals 2x, which have these x coordinates. So you're going to be substituting in x is 5 and figuring out what the corresponding y is. Substitute in x as minus 4, figure out what y is, etc. And then 6. So find the y coordinates in the line y equals a half x. So substitute in x is 6 into here and figure out what you get for y, and then fill in your coordinates. Always x first and then y. Okay. So just to recap, maybe I'm a bit late recapping now. Where's my notes? After we've done example 1, do questions 1, 2, and then 4 and 6, wasn't it? Yeah. Do questions 1, 2, 4 and 6. Right? So pause me, do those ones, and then unpause me to come back and do this next example. Okay? So this next one is the other way around. So find the x coordinates of the points in the line y equals a third x, whose y coordinates are these. So again, start off with your equation. Y equals, what was it, a third? X. And this time we've been given the y coordinate. So if I substitute in for y there with 2, 2 equals a third x. Now, to get x on its own, we have to either divide by a third, but dividing by the third is the same as multiplying by 3. So I would multiply by 3 there to get x on its own. So 2 multiplied by 3 gives me 6. And then I'm just left with x there. So my coordinates are, remember coordinates are always x and then y. So our x value is 6 and our y value is 2. Yeah? So these ones are a wee bit more tricky. And then the second one here, again, start off with our equation. Y equals a third x. And we've been told our y coordinate is minus 7. So minus 7 equals a third x. Same again, to get x by itself, we're going to multiply by 3. So minus 7 multiplied by 3 gives me minus 21. Okay, so my coordinates, x is minus 21, y is minus 7. So hopefully those made sense to you. Once you've got this set of examples done, then do question 3. So let's have a look at it. It's not too bad. So find the x coordinates, y equals minus x. So whenever x is minus 3, y equals minus 3, so that's why that is 3. Okay, so this time you've been given the y's. Then question 5, let me have a wee look at it. Yeah, I remembered this. This one has been written incorrectly, right? So score this out. And this one should be y equals minus a third x, right? Oh, throwing the tricky things at you here because we've got fractions and negatives just to make your life awkward, okay? So y equals minus a third x. I'm actually going to show you how this one was done. I'll do it over here. So if y equals minus a third x, then we've been given the y coordinate. So 5 equals, and I've got that from there, minus a third x. So to get x on its own, we're going to have to multiply by minus 3. Isn't that sneaky? Run in there. So 5 multiplied by minus 3 gives me minus 15 equals x. So that's where this value has come from, right? So in this one here, you're going to always be multiplying by minus 3. And then, is that them all? We already done 6? Yeah. Okay, so let's go back here and we'll write in. So after this, I've already done 1, 2, 4, and 6. Do questions 3 and 5. Okay.
I found this on the web.
Watch is talking to me. Okay, that's it. That's all I need you to do today. Hopefully you can follow what's going on there. Remember, please ask me for help if you need it. I will be here. Okay, I think that's me. See ya.